in the late 1800s, an idea came along. We technically call it classical liberalism. It was an idea within Christian theology that basically said that education and, good housing and everybody will be good. Everybody will be nice. The people who really launched that movement were mostly Germans. And then World War I came along. Karl Barth was a young theology student, went to school, learned theology to go out and be a pastor, and got appointed right inside the border of Switzerland, and World War I began. And he didn't know, nobody in Switzerland knew that their neutrality was going to be honored. And his people, who lived right on the border to Germany, were able to hear the artillery going off and mass deaths all around them. And Karl Barth stood in his pulpit and realized, I have got to figure out what I'm doing here. I've got this classical liberalism trained into me. Everybody's good, everybody's sweet if they just get a good education. And now the most educated countries in the world are in total conflagration. Is that theology, that kind of, I think the phrase is namby-pamby, is that really everybody's going to be just good and fine if you just get them a good education, a nice drink of water? Will that help? And Karl Barth began an entire movement because he knew something of that old Christian theology about the wounded-ness in us needed to be recovered and reconsidered. You and I are wounded, and that's actually good news, because then we can be honest and acknowledge where God is at work in each of us. Your love first.